Oh, Minnesotans, it was touch and go there for a while, but Lake Nokomis froze over just in time, and today the puck dropped on the beloved U.S. Pond Hockey Championships. I mean, a lot of uncertainty was underway. Nearly 300 teams from all over the world play over the next couple of weekends with tens of thousands of spectators watching on. And there will be plenty of people in Stillwater as well, where the snow sculpting championships are happening right now, thanks to this bitter cold blessing from Mother Nature. But there are still more winter events we've got to get through, and with that warm up coming next week, well, that uncertainty comes back again. So what should we make of this winter, and what should we expect for its second half? If you're a Minnesotan, you know all bets are still off, but you also know that it's fun to speculate, so we sent Kent to figure it all out. Hey, Kent.
Hey, Jana. Yeah, and it's kind of fitting. I did a similar winter outlook story back in the fall because at the time, the Farmer's Almanac essentially came out with a winter forecast that said El Nino El Schmino. It called for a colder and snowier winter than normal. At the time, though, our local experts said the opposite because of El Nino. So today I went back to them because, frankly, this winter has been more mild than Minnesota salsa. If you're looking for a midwinter measuring stick, you could start at the U.S. Pond Hockey Championships. A year ago, the ice was buried in snow. This year, it barely came in at all. But if you're looking for a more scientific comparison, these snowpack snapshots between this year and last don't take a meteorology degree to understand.
I could say polar opposite, but that'd be no pun intended.
Joe Calderon is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service Twin Cities and says a year after nearly seeing a snowfall record at the airport, we could soon make history in a much different way.
At MSP, they're even highlighted as record as it's been the most mild.
And he says mild is measurable by taking both snow and temperature into account.
This black line there is where we're at as of this point this winter.
And even though we're only halfway there, if you use other similarly mild winters as our guide,
5 seasons closest to this score so far, they all just project into the mild region.
And the forecast for the end of this month,
It goes from 0 up to 40 degrees.
certainly won't change our trajectory.
Saturday will be the last day that we're going to have temperatures this cold for at least the next week. We go ahead to Sunday, to Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe upper 30s, and just staying there through the rest of the week.
That could mean even more uncertainty ahead for outdoor winter fun in the short term. But remember, we are still in Minnesota.
We could still have another large snowmaking system because we've still got February, March, and April to go.
But please, don't bet on it. Back in September, we did a report on the fact that the Farmer's Almanac was projecting this colder than normal winter. The bright minds at the National Weather Service and NOAA said, not so fast. This is an El Nino winter. I'm giving you the opportunity to dunk on the Farmer's Almanac. Do you want to say I told you so?
No, I'm not going to do that. The bottom line is that the prolonged science and the expertise of those Climate Prediction Center forecasters, where we knew this was the type of winter we were going to have. Maybe not necessarily the details back in September, but overall.
You expected mild.
Right.
Maybe not this mild.
Right, maybe not necessarily this mild and maybe not necessarily this little amount of snow.
So you're taking the high road though?
I'm going to take the high road, yes. I'll take the above normal road, yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
There you go. The high road in 2 different ways.
Yes.
Now, to be fair, the concept of a mild winter might still feel kind of ambiguous, but if we just look at the snowfall, Joe put it this way: MSP usually averages around 50 inches of snow in a winter. So far this winter, we've seen 7. And if that historical trend holds that he showed us, he says we're only looking at about 20 to 30 inches all season. 20 to 30 inches short of average, Jana.
I still can't get past the mild salsa joke, so forgive me if I missed anything that you and Joe just talked about. But one other thing producer Jen and I were talking about today too is that we don't necessarily have to be super concerned about a drought because it rained a lot in the fall. So no snow, not terrible for the drought stuff.
Yeah, we've had a lack of snow in the past. A few years ago, we talked about a snow drought. But yeah, again, because it's been that temperature up there, we got a lot of snow in December. I'm no meteorologist, but at least that's been pretty good.